This is a series I have been, like, dying to actually, like, play and get into and actually cover on the channel for a long time. About a year and a half ago or so. Year and a half? Maybe 2 years, actually, at this point. Yeah, Origairu! Yes, Origairu Season 3, Episode 1 is out, as well as ReZero. ReZero also came out. I watched that one. I gotta watch Origairu as well. So, maybe about a year and a half to 2 years ago or so, I picked up Cold Steel. And years prior, I had actually picked up Trails in the Sky, and I tried to attempt to play it then. In fact, if I go to load, yeah, the last time I played this was in 2016. That was the last time I have played Trails in the Sky. 2016, May 26th. That is quite a long time ago. I've tried to play this game a bunch of times, and I always get like a certain way in, and then I end up like just stopping for whatever reason. But I started playing Trails of Cold Steel maybe about 2 years ago or so, and fucking got so into those games, man. They were so good. For those who don't know, The Legend of Heroes is a series by Falcom, the same makers of Ys, if you know the Ys series. They are kind of masters of world building. They're some of the first... I think Falcom actually is the first studio to make kind of what we would consider, what would it be? Like modern RPGs? Or, well, not modern RPGs, just like the idea of the RPG in general. Like is, they were some of the first ones to kind of do that stuff with the Ys series, among other things. And Legend of Heroes is another one of those long-running series. But ever since Trails of the Sky, they have kind of created this epic saga that is spanning multiple games and among other things. So Trails of the Sky is where this sort of story starts. There's 3 games in this series, followed by Trails of the Azure, or Azure, whatever you want to say it. There's 2 games. They never got released here in America, but there are fan translations of those out. You could easily pick those up along with an actual copy of the game and then patch it together. And I know there was a big push and big release of a fan translation of the first game in that series, and I think they're working on the second one right now. And then there's Trails of Cold Steel, which is sort of the modern equivalent take on this stuff. Those games are much more mainstream. So there are some people who would argue that Trails in the Sky is not the best place to start in terms of getting into the games, because they're a bit more old-fashioned. Trails of Cold Steel is a bit more modern, a lot more streamlined, and uses, 3D models as opposed to like sprite-based stuff and isometric views of towns. But honestly, if you want to get into the story, this is where you start. This is where the story begins, for the most part. Said Crossbell Games are also getting a PS4 port. Oh, are they getting a PS4 port? Oh, baby, yes. So you can actually play them officially. I still can't believe it's 2020. My mindset is still in 2018. Isn't Ao or Zuno Kiseki coming over? I guess so, apparently. So that is good news. That is phenomenal news. So anyway, let's get started here. Normal, average difficulty for those who want to get a little challenge. These games actually get quite difficult. It's your funeral, may Helios be with you. Oh god, we'll just do this on normal, because these games can be really hard. The combat is pretty strategic, for the most part, too. Yes, 3D models, more interesting gameplay, and voice acting. So that is kind of like the benefits of Cold Steel, which is why a lot of people will tell you to start with that. And you can start with the first 2 Cold Steel games, because there's 4 games in the Cold Steel series. Those games are, like I said, a bit more modern, easier to kind of digest, and have a lot more conveniences and things you'd expect in modern day gaming. These are much more old-fashioned, but they're still phenomenal games. And here is Estelle. Daddy's really late. Oh no. I even got a message from the guild saying he'd be home today too. Yes, Gaza has put the list in the chat. This is the exact list. And Shara's gone traveling around the kingdom or on some kind of training. I'm so bored. Maybe I'll just practice with my staff a bit more before dinner. Hi, gonna buy this game now. Bye. What do you mean? Have you never heard of these games before, Mintum? Daddy! Hey, there he is. Sorry I kept you waiting, Estelle. Did you take good care of the house while I was away? Of course I did. Did you run into any trouble, Daddy? You didn't get hurt fighting the bad monsters, did you? Nope, I'm as fit as a fiddle. That reminds me, though. I brought you a present. Good evening from Germany. Hello there, Goward. Welcome to the stream. A new fishing pole, sneakers, something for my training? Maybe I raised you wrong, Estelle. Rip. Aren't little girls supposed to like clothes and jewelry? Hold on, let me move my microphone a little closer. There we go. I like pretty clothes, but they just get dirty. The jewelry breaks when you go play outside with it on. Anyway, Daddy, what's with the big blanket? Is that my present? Oh, you're a sharp one. Now why don't you come have a look? Her present's a boy. What? Well, here you are. Quite a handsome boy, don't you think? What? Why is my present a boy? Don't make such a fuss. Or you'll wake him up. Wake him up? You mean he's still alive? Looks kind of dead if you ask me. I've treated his wounds, so he should be in stable condition. In the meantime, however, we'll need to let him rest. Put him to bed, so if you wouldn't mind heating a kettle of water on the stove, I would appreciate it. Okay. She just quickly gets over that. Cassius is the best. Best dad. Alright, catch you later, Rudimentary. This is the first time I've ever seen black hair like that, too. Certainly does have a nice head of dark hair. And a pair of amber eyes to go with it. That's nice and all, but how about you come clean and fess up? Fess up? Yeah, who is this kid anyway? And why is he hurt? Why did you bring him to our house? Is he an illegitimate child or something? Did you betray Mommy? Where are you picking up these kinds of words? No doubt from Sherazade, I assume. Yep, that's right. For sake. Girl's going to get me into trouble one of these days with all her nonsense. Actually, I just met this boy while I was out on business. And I don't even know his name. You mean bracer business? Something like that. Oh, look. He's waking up. Currently on the first Trails of Cold Steel game. They are great games. You're going to have a good time. I'm going to tell you that. Wow, his eyes really are the color of amber. Where am I? So you're awake now, are you? Welcome to my humble home. You'll be safe here, so please, just try to rest. What are you trying to pull? Huh? You must be out of your mind. Why? Why didn't you just leave me there to die? Why? Now that's a question I don't know how to answer. Does things just worked out that way work for you? I've heard Cold Steel 2 is many fans' favorite of the series. Did you play them? I have, but I've played the first 2 Cold Steel games. Don't toy with me, Cassius Bright. Do you have any idea what you're getting yourself involved in? Hey! You're sure shouting a lot for someone who's supposed to be hurt. Running your mouth like that is just gonna take it longer for your body to heal. Just who are you supposed to be? I'm Estelle. Estelle Bright. She's my daughter. Don't you remember me telling you that I have a daughter your age? Now that you mention it. Wait a minute. Don't try and change the sub... She's just beating on him at this point. Quit yelling. All right already. You jumping on me like that isn't gonna make me heal any faster either. I don't hear you yelling again, do I? Look, jumping on me like that is just gonna make things worse. Do I hear yelling? Never mind, just forget it. I'm not joking when I say these games are masterworks of like world building and characterization. They are phenomenal. As a word of advice, it would be unwise. It would be wise not to argue with Estelle while you're in this house. Even I wouldn't stand a chance if I made her mad enough. Yeah, I can see that. By the way, aren't you forgetting something? Huh? Your name. You know, that thing that people call you. I told you mine already, so don't you think it would be unfair and impolite not to tell me yours? Seems like the logical thing to do if you ask me. Trying to hide it now would only serve to your detriment. Fine. My name is... And flashback over. Estelle's the best. You'll fall in love with her. I know, she's a great character. So he's jumping on an injured person's stomach. The Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky. Heard about this series, but haven't actually seen anything about it. I can say that the writing is already winning me over. Honestly, the writing is really good. Estelle is probably one of my favorite female protagonists in any JRPG. And I haven't even finished the first game of the series, let alone played any of the other 2 Trails in the Sky. Estelle is Bestelle, yes. Oh, I can't wait to get to the second chapter, man. I'm playing through Trails of Cold Steel 3 right now, so I'll mention that again to people who might just be joining us. I'm playing through Trails of Cold Steel 3. I've played through the first 2 Cold Steel games. Already in Trails of Cold Steel 3, they're making so many throwbacks to previous games, mostly from the Aono Kiseki series, which is the second set of games, so the 2 that come after these 3. But they're talking about a lot of the stuff that happened in Trails of the Sky, too. And I'm like, I don't know any of these things. I have to go back and I have to play these games now. Any chances will be put on YouTube? They're not gonna get it live. Well, I mean, yeah, they'll go on YouTube. How far are you in Cold Steel 3? I'm in Chapter 2, currently. How do I know this game? I actually bought these games on a whim. They were on sale a bunch of years ago. I just picked them up because I'm always hunkering for new JRPGs. And I ended up falling in love with the sort of themes and settings. Music's pretty goddamn good, too. Like, listen to this music. Hey, it's Tina! Oh, we'll meet her later. So I'm playing number 2 now. What do you mean number 2? Number 2 of what? Where was the hope for Scotty live rolls? The Scotty rolls have happened, I'm sorry to say. We will be starting Götter Dämmerung maybe tomorrow, but the rolls for Scotty had to happen because I didn't have time to stream. And I wanted to make sure that I didn't wind up having to stream on a day where it was a split banner. This music is so good. Greetings, Nandale. Boom. Not taking advantage of streamer gacha luck. Hey, Pyro, if I was streaming it, we wouldn't have been able to use those catalysts, right? The only downside to the Trails of the Sky games is that the graphics are pretty outdated. Especially like the isometric view. But I don't mind that personally, but I know there are tons of people who do, which is why some people recommend you start with Cold Steel as opposed to these games. Ugh, it's so bright in here. Good morning, Estelle. I slept like a rock. That must mean it's Dad's turn to cook this morning. I wonder if that means Joshua's still in bed. Ah, guess that's a no. Well, I guess I'd better get myself ready, too. Joshua, the world ends with you. No, not that Joshua. Final Fantasy IX vibes? Yeah, I can kind of see it a little bit. Nice, Joshua. Bravo. Good morning, Estelle. I didn't wake you. Nah, I was already up when I heard you start to play. Yes! Twiwi's getting an anime. I did see that. Can't believe how awake you are, though. Even the roosters still have bags under their eyes. Not that I mind, what with that siren song of yours gently lulling this beautiful woman from her slumber. What do you mean, woman? We're the same age, and I'm hardly a man. Tisk, tisk, tisk. How wrong you are, Joshua. We may be the same age, but I am clearly the woman of the house. That makes you something like my loyal follower, wouldn't you agree? Yeah, how fortunate for you. You could at least try and sound a tiny bit sincere. Really is a nice tune, though. Cheerful, yet somehow wistful. I like your other songs, too, of course, but this one's my favorite. What's it called again? The Whereabouts of Light? That's right, The Whereabouts of Light. I wish I could play the harmonica like you, Joshua. Sadly, it's a lot harder than it looks. Compared to what it takes to use a staff, I think the harmonica is much easier. It really is just a matter of concentration. You're probably right. I guess my problem is just that if I don't do something that uses my whole body, I start to feel drowsy. I think, okay, playing the harmonica is fine and all, but how about getting some exercise, too? All your hobbies are sitting around kind of stuff like reading and music. No girl is going to be impressed with just that. Well, excuse me for being so unpopular with the ladies. Although I feel like I should be the one lecturing you about your hobbies. I mean, what kind of boy wants a girl who loves fishing, collecting bugs, and has a fetish for sports shoes? That's enough to talk about hobbies for now. It's like, all right, that's it. We're dropping it. Forget it. We ain't continuing this train of thought. And for your information, I graduated from bug collecting a long time ago. Really? I'll believe that when I stop finding beetles in the hallway. Hey, Estelle! Joshua! Morning, Dad! Good morning, Dad. Is breakfast ready? It's ready and waiting. Why don't the both of you hurry on down before it gets cold? Alright, let's go do that. To be honest, for the dialogue boxes specifically, the sprites in Sky look so much better than the 3D faces in Cold Steel. I agree. Actually, it's like the same logic that I find like the sprite artwork of Pokemon from Gens 5 and earlier. Kind of better than some of the 3D models, because when you put things in 3D, you wind up with weird things that happen. As opposed to like nicely drawn artwork, right? Like people say, kids who eat and sleep a lot grow a lot. Well, make sure you get enough to eat, but don't forget to pour that energy into your work too. Reminds me, you two finishing up your training at the guild today, aren't you? That's right. It'll be a review of everything we've learned up to this point. And once we're finished, we'll be bracers just like you, Dad. That means I'm not going to let you treat me like a kid anymore either. You still lack understanding, Estelle. You can only become a junior bracer in the beginning. Or in other words, a trainee. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you should work extra hard in your training to become a full-fledged bracer. Well, I'm not afraid of a little hard work. Just you watch and see what I'm capable of, Dad. I'll be so successful that it won't be long before I pass you, too. Hey, Rose. That's the spirit. Let's see what you're made of then, shall we? Let's not start a rivalry here, you two. And Estelle, keep your focus on the task at hand. We have a test later on today, remember? Huh? Wait, what test? Please tell me you didn't forget about the test, Estelle. You know, the one that checks whether or not we've mastered the skills we've been learning in training? Don't you remember Shara saying that if we failed, we'd be stuck with a ton of extra homework? Crap, totally forgot. Now that you mention it, I guess I kind of remember her saying something like that. Don't sweat it. I'm sure we'll manage somehow or other. I honestly don't know how you've survived this long, Estelle. Your brain is like a sieve. Papa is sad. How could any child of mine end up with such a careless, over-optimistic personality? Ha! You're the one that raised me, so I definitely got it from you. I swear, the two of you act so much alike. Whatever. We should probably head over to the guild soon, Estelle. Shara's gonna be waiting there for us. Sounds like a plan. You know how crazy scary she gets when someone keeps her waiting. Oh, before I forget, it's my turn to cook dinner tonight. Is there anything in particular you'd like to eat, Dad? Any requests? Something I'd like to eat, How about a ruin-styled scalloped fish in a balsamic vinegar sauce? Whoa, what's that? I think that's a little more than Estelle's cooking can handle. Or our stomachs. You're right, I just wanted to see what kind of reaction I could get. I'll just have the usual fried fish and omelet. No need for anything fancy, but do try to make something edible. How rude. But I can't actually say he's wrong. Actually, I do have one favor to ask before you head out. I'd like you to pick me up a copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. I'm supposed to be getting the latest edition in today. Got it. 1 copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. 500 Mira. Any money left over, you can have it as your allowance. Don't let Estelle cook. Yeah, Estelle is basically the Mystery Food X character. All right, thanks, Dad. Okay, we're heading out now. See you later, Dad. We're gonna give Sherazade my regards. Sweet! All right, finally we get access. Okay, menu with B, that's right. And we can just sort of run anyway. Don't need to worry. Is there anything like we need to like examine? I can't remember if that's a thing in these games. I do not remember. Oof, everything moving at 60 frames though, man. Woo boy! Oh, that is zippy. That is indeed zippy. All right, let's go. Let's go to town. I've missed catching your live stream since I've been wondering when you stream. Well, I do have a schedule up on the Twitch and the Discord, though these last couple, last week was kind of a wash in terms of streams. And this Sunday, there probably won't be a stream as well. Maybe. We'll have to kind of wait and see on that. North Roland, 49 Selge, and South Gurin Gate, 259 Selge. So Selge is like a marker of distance in this universe. Is there like, I forget where the map button is. There's a map button, right? There it is. There we go. There's the world map, everybody. Oh, God. Ah, the Erebonian Empire. The Republic of Calvard. So we live in the Kingdom of Liberal, the Liberal Kingdom. We're over here by Roland. So, this is the crazy thing about these games. They all take place in a different part of the same continent. So this is the Liberal Kingdom. All these towns, all these kind of areas and stuff belong specifically to Liberal. The Trails of Cold Steel games happen specifically in the Erebonian Empire up to the north. So you actually get to visit some of these locations. Just beyond that gate. Like Haken Gate is a place that you actually sort of see slightly in Cold Steel 3 specifically. But you meet a lot of people from these games. And Crossspell, I believe, is up further to the northeast, beyond the Republic of Calvard and Erebonian Empire. And at this point in history, it should be an autonomous state at this point. Estelle Bright feels like a familiar name to me, and I don't know why. Give me my uses. Length units in Zamoria. Oh, there we go. So Rage is a centimeter, Arge is a mile, and Selge is 100 meters. There we go. Okay. Looks like we made good time. Not too early or too late either. We just barely graduated from Sunday school. Never dreamed we'd have to study so hard to become bracers. Well, you're in luck. Today's our last day of training. Truth be told, though, you're the one who signed up to be a bracer in the first place. So I don't know why you'd expect to get away with any less effort. Oh yeah, I guess I did. Alright then, let's go. Let's get to it and make it through this last hazing from Scara. You looked ready to me. Let's go meet with the Sharon at the Bracer Guild over there then. Alright, to the Bracer Guild we go. Is this it? No, that's the Arms and Guards. General Goods. There's the guild. Hello there, Fremont. By the way, pretty much every NPC has their own name and their own backstory and their own sort of life that they live in this game, in this universe. It is nuts. Everybody pretty much has a name, for the most part. They're all unique characters. Like this guy, Fremont. What the hell does he do? I'm on my way over to the Forest of Mistwald to the south if you're here to work. The merchant from Bose who came here to buy lumber. Getting enough ready for the order I received. It's fair enough. That's why I say these games are really a masterwork in terms of world building. Wanna go with me? You're gonna have to catch me first. Take me with you. I'm the one who told you about the place to begin with. Oh, God. Good morning, Claire. Good morning, Estelle and Joshua. Did the two of you really become bracers? What? How did you know? That's because working in the media is my future goal. I'm going to join the Liberal News Service and work hard as a reporter. Don't take my information lightly either. Oh, sure thing. My gut feeling says that the two of you are going to be in the tabloids. Well, thanks. Yeah, literally at least a third of this game's script is just NPC dialogue. Seriously, it's true. Like, this is one of those games you want to talk to everybody you meet multiple times in multiple instances. I have this feeling that a juicy drama is about to unfold. Lovers? Joshua and I aren't lovers, we're family. I really don't understand anything, Estelle. Joshua's adopted and things could go either way in the future, right? Plus, leaving it at that would surely please the readers. Readers? Anyways, looking forward to the both of you in more ways than one. Thanks, Claire. The two valiant bracers who had each other's backs and attempted to escape from the crisis. Ah, love could definitely grow between them from that point. This is so riveting. Christ. And that is how the fourth wall was broken. I remember being blown away by Cold Steel's level of effort in creating NPCs. Trails of the Sky, they did it first. Well, I mean, it's the same series, but they did it since then. Everybody. Here's Mirano. Who is she? I don't know, but her name's Mirano. Time to listen to me as well. Right now is the time for us to purchase lumber in Septium. Knowing the potential risks, I'm going to buy as much as I can with the budget. Yes, I've already made the arrangements regarding the lumber. Looking into the Septium right now. Welcome! Oh, Estelle and Joshua? It's been a while, hasn't it, Alyssa? Is there something going on today? Oh, could it be that you're on a date together? Yeah, right, we're actually on... Yeah, right, we're actually on our way to bracer training right now. Oh, is that all? Everyone Sunday school seems to have decided on a career and goal. It's working hard to achieve it. As expected, you're a bit different than anyone else, though. Why? What? Is there something wrong with that? No, not at all. I just thought it was very like you to pick the unusual route. That's all. That's right. Tio decided that she was going to help out at her parents' farm. She even said for us all to go up and visit. Tio? Wait. That's not the same Tio, is it? Thinking of a character that that's in Cold Steel 3, as well as I think in the Ano Kiseki games as well. In Azure and Zero. What the hell are you eating? So hungry working in the mines? I'm sure you do. Hey, Faulkner. Started working here because the owner said he'd let me manage the bar. Oh, it's a different Tio. Okay. After they started the morning and lunch service, however, I've been more of a waiter than anything else. If I thought reading visual novels was draining on my voice, like Fago, boy howdy did I pick a horrible series to start with the Trails games. It's gonna be all talking. The Septian Calendar 1075, erected in partnership with the liberal royal family Septian Church in Roland City. Septian Calendar 1192, destroyed during the 100 Days War when Roland was bombarded by the Erebonian Imperial Army. Septian Calendar 1197, rebuilt with the cooperation of the citizens of Roland. There you go. A little bit of history. Little bit of history. I'm trying to remember the bits and pieces I've heard from Cold Steel. Vern, it's us. Don't you remember? I know. I was just joking, Estelle. Practicing my greeting just now. Oh, really? Did you ever notice that Vern teases people with a straight face while being courteous at the same time? That's probably because he can. Yeah, I would say so. Hey, if I could do it, I would do it too. Nope, nobody in here. Nobody in here either. Like, I just want to find people and just talk to them. Look, you notice how everybody has something to say? So, who would say is your favorite character of Cold Steel? Ooh. If I'm including Cold Steel 3, I like Altina. I think Altina's pretty interesting. I want to learn more about her. Milliam's a bit more of a typical Genki girl in that sense, but how those ornaments working out for you? That'll be two the other time you were here. In your case, Estelle, it's not whether the ornament is good or bad. The problem lies in the way you use it. You're always jumping into things without a second thought, so you end up being slow to learn. If you just start thinking before you start swinging, then you learn twice as much. Oh, shit, just kicked my microphone. Well, excuse me for sucking. There's no need to get upset. Everyone has these problems when they first start out. You get the hang of things, you'll gradually be able to handle them better. I'm gonna master using this as quick as I can and surpass even Joshua. Yeah, whatever. When I first entered the Zeiss Central Factory, I pretty much couldn't use one of these things either. Are you planning on doing the entire series? I would love to. Personally, I would love to. Even you couldn't use one, Freddy? Yeah, but I can still become an engineer even if I can't use one. Since you're aiming to become a bracer, you'll have to learn how. What time is this game set in, as in human progression? It's kind of like, think of like a medieval era, but they just had like an industrial revolution and they're starting to like gain 1920s and 30s technology. Sort of, because you're eventually going to see things like radio, orbital cars, stuff like that. Airships became a thing just recently, I think, in the history. But for the most part, most of these people live in more like medieval, rural kind of towns and stuff. It's a bit sort of medieval with a steampunk flair. Ah, still in Joshua. You seem to be here rather early. Good morning, Mr. Melders. Morning, sir. Appreciate you fixing that orbit light the other day. Speaking of orbit lights, isn't the one outside our house burned out? We should get that replaced ASAP. Ornaments are such a daily life necessity, aren't they? When I was a lad, there weren't any of those orbit thingies. Now we can get fire and light with the mere flip of a switch, and even ships fly in the skies. I don't like it. Don't you kids think things are way too convenient these days? Oh crap, there he goes again about the old days. Yeah, well, if you just learn to shut your big trap. When I was young, I made things a reality through hard work and sweat. Sweat, I tell ya! It'd be nice if the young kids these days knew the meaning of the phrase hard work. You're probably right. Time to run. Get out of there before he starts nagging us more. Alright, let's go get that newspaper. Good morning, Mr. Renan. Hello there, Estelle and Joshua. We're up rather early today. Did you come to buy a pair of shoes? Now that you mention it, are there any new ones in stock? Oh, you know, like the newest Stragas? Unbelievable. You've actually already forgotten why we came in here to begin with. We're not here to shop. We're supposed to be buying a copy of the Liberal News for Dad, right? Of course. You've always been a big collector of those shoes, haven't you, Estelle? I'm afraid that the new Stragas aren't out yet. They're after the latest issue of the Liberal News, though. We should have them in around noon. Noon, huh? It's right in the middle of our training at the guild house. Well, we'll stop by again after our training's over. Sure, I'll be waiting for you. Alright, well, looks like we can't get the paper yet. Even chests have unique quotes in this game. Yes, they do. There you two are. Good morning, Estelle. Good morning, Joshua. Morning, Ina. Good morning. Is Shara here already? Yes, she's waiting for you upstairs. Once you finish today's training, you'll finally be recognized as members of the Bracer Guild. Good luck to the both of you. Thanks. We'll do our best. Alright, let's go. Yeah, and yet Erebonia is busy making choo-choos. Yes, Erebonia is making the trains. But I believe airships were invented in Liberal, if I remember correctly. Star and the Hangman, the Hermit and the Magician, and last of all inversion through the Wheel of Fortune. This is a difficult combination. How should I interpret this? Good morning, Shara. They updated this game with turbo mode after the Cold Steel PC ports. I don't know which button it's set to. Should be able to find it? Possibly. Maybe I can't do this here. Maybe it's like a hotkey. It's a rare occasion for the both of you to show up so early. Well, since it's my last day of training, I figured, why not? I'm ready to get this show on the road and become a bracer myself. I'll give you credit for your enthusiasm. But I'm going to work you hard today in every way that I can think of to make sure that high-spirited attitude of yours holds up. I hope you're ready. I can feel that enthusiasm dropping already. Quiet, you. Every time I teach you something, you somehow manage to forget it. This training is my way of trying to keep some of that information in your head, instead of letting it dribble out your ears like it usually does. Joshua, Shara's picking on me. Don't worry, Shara. While his cellmate hates studying and rarely ever does her homework, acts rashly, is overly naive, and has a tendency to stick her nose into everything. Her instincts are sharp, so I'm sure she'll pick up on how to use an orbit with some practice. Eventually. Probably. I guess there's not much I could do now except hope for the best. Hold on a sec, Joshua. Somehow, I get the feeling that you weren't standing up for me. Well, that's odd. I'm positive I described all your best traits accurately. Whatever. By the way, Cheryl, what were you trying to predict with your tarot cards? Your face was really intent. Oh, this? I was just trying to get a vague reading about what might happen in the near future. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have been in the right mindset to interpret the cards correctly. You couldn't read the cards? Now that's surprising to hear. It's set to Alt. Well, it's not working on keyboard. Maybe it doesn't work when I'm in dialog boxes. It's not important now. I think it's time we start your final training. I'll give you a brief rundown of all the information we've covered in your previous training. This is the minimal level of knowledge that bracers should have in order to function effectively. And Estelle, make sure you pay especially close attention to what I'm going to say. Hajimaru no Kiseki, it's like a Gaiden sequel to Cold Steel 4. It's supposed to come out next month. Ooh, no, I didn't hear about that. Okay, so we can ask a bunch of stuff about orbits. Orbits are mechanical devices which operate by using what is known as orbital energy. A variety of effects can be produced depending on their structure and the type of quartz or processed septium installed. Although it's only been about 50 years since their invention, these devices play an integral role in all facets of life, from lights, heaters, and other everyday products to weapons, magic, and even airships. In connection, this technological reform is commonly known as the Orbital Revolution. So this stuff has only been around for about 50 years. Until then, this is all life has basically been like a medieval type of society. And they've only been in like an industrial revolution for the last 50 years. Okay, so what about bracers? Bracers are investigative and combat specialists who work to protect civilians and maintain the stability of the respective regions. They aid the community in various ways, such as exterminating monsters, preventing crime, finding lost items, and escorting people and goods. The Bracer Guild, which has established branches across the continent, manages the affairs of the bracers in each region. And that's what we're trying to become. And here's the Liberal Kingdom. The Kingdom of Liberal, in which we live, sits on the western half of the Zamorian continent, and abounds with nature and deep-rooted traditions. Liberal is proud to be one of the leading producers of septium on the continent and is known for its high level of technology used to develop ordnance. Orbit technology has also been a key pillar of support for Liberal in protecting its independence as it is contended with neighboring nations. Yeah, like that 100 Days War we saw earlier on that monument in the center of town. I'll give you guys a quick tidbit about that. That was a war between Liberal and Erebonia, where Erebonia was trying to annex the entire kingdom. And they almost succeeded, too. I think it was at the last minute Liberal managed to push back the army, and then they came to a ceasefire. Conspiracy. 10 years ago, when Liberal was invaded by the Erebonian Empire, was the use of orbital-powered airships that saved the kingdom from defeat. I think that's the 100 Days War. Consequently, even now, our relationship with the Empire is somewhat sensitive. Thanks to the Queen's political finesse, Liberal enjoys peace. Alright, and that is all. So, quick little backstory. Everybody did something horrible to start the war, right? Yes, they did, and I just learned what that was in Cold Steel 3. Oh boy! Oh boy, the things they did to try to justify this war with Liberal. Holy crap, these games are fucking nuts! Laughs and spoilers. Let's see. So we've got a mountain of stuff to do today. I'll let you off the hook this time with a condensed review. I'm going to speed things up now and move on to the practical portion of your training. Shara? I swear my mind did the confused GIF meme with all the shapes and numbers flying around. I've not focused since this started. How is today's practical training any different from the training we've done before? Since it's practical, that means you will be experiencing things firsthand. No spoil, I'm still in Cold Steel 2. Yeah, I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm just going to say, I learned that in Cold Steel 3, and oh boy, it's a doozy. Therefore, I'm going to have the both of you run through everything as if this were a real bracer job. So what you're saying is, there won't be any studying at a desk involved? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. This time you'll have to go out and make a physical effort to accomplish your task. I'll make sure to have you work up a sweat, so I hope you're ready. Yes, that's seriously just what the doctor ordered. I didn't know what I was going to do if I had to sit another day with my tush parked at a desk. I guess I got all worried for nothing. Well, suddenly you're all bright and cheerful, Estelle. Let's just hope that smile on your face lasts until the end of today's training. Let's get cracking. Let's do it. Your first objective will be to confirm the details of the job you'll be performing. But before that, there's something that we need to give the both of you. I know, are they ready? Yes, they are. All right, you two, go get one for each of yourselves. These are very important, so make sure not to lose them. The Bracer Notebook. Jesus, it is pouring outside again. Bracer Notebooks serve as the official way to record the status of your current jobs. Also, anything you may hear or anything that you may find and wear, these kinds of trivial things can often become clues. Eustace is still best boy in my husbando. I prefer Elliot. I mean, they're both good, but my question is, why not Machias? No matter how insignificant something may seem, always write it down. Understood. Crap, this sounds like it's going to be a pain. Oh, please tell me it was my ears playing tricks on me, because I swear I only got one response. Is anyone gonna be pissed if I said no? Nah, Crow's a good boy. He's a good boy. I'm sure there were two. Keeping an accurate account of events is an important duty for all bracers. So get with the program and stop trying to make this out to be more than it really is, Estelle. Okay, I got it. Make sure you do. All right, then let's begin. Look over by the door. You see that there's a bulletin board standing there. The feeling when nobody likes my Windy Boy guys. They're all good, though. Though I certainly do get, like, hippie vibes from guys. Must be the nomad lifestyle. When the bulletin board is approached, we can look at a job list. Boom. Done. Let's go ahead and do that right now. Training retrieval. It'll involve searching the sewers beneath Roland and bringing back the contents of a chest. Okay, well, we can do that. Very good. It looks like you're able to see what was posted without any trouble. Checking the bulletin board is one of the most basic functions a bracer performs on their job. Checking regularly to see whether or not there are any urgent tasks which need immediate attention is also an important duty for bracers. Man, all this talk about duty is starting to cramp my style. Sure, there are a lot of rules to follow, but there's an equal level of responsibility in the jobs themselves. I think being a bracer calls for much more than just someone with a half-hearted attitude. I guess you're right. I'll just have to be more motivated. Is that so? Had a change of heart, have you? There was a typo there. You betcha. You betcha. Well, before all that motivation sneaks off somewhere, let's get to work on your next task. What will we be doing this time? We'll be heading across the street to Mr. Melder's Orbital Factory and learning about how to use its services. He's graciously taken time out of his work schedule to explain things, so make sure to be on your best behavior. Okay. Here's where you'll learn how to use an Orbital Factory's services. At an Orbital Factory, you can modify your ordnance and synthesize support quartz in order to use Orbital Arts, the magic of the game. Arts have a wide range of effects and if mastered can be extremely helpful. The bracer business is a pretty risky occupation, so the guild has had a long-standing relationship with these Orbital Factories. Anyway, this is about as much as I can explain. Fee! Oh, Fee is such a good evasion tank. I agree. How would you feel if Reen got a place in Smash Bros? I wouldn't actually feel too bad about that. I'd love to see some Sen no Kiseki representation in Smash. It's a very long-standing series. But I feel like before they would do that, they'd probably put, like, who's the main character from East? His name is not, something. Not Albert. It's something. I feel like they'd put him in before they do somebody from the Trail series. Adol. Thank you, Adol. Adol would be the Falcom character to be in Smash, considering how old the series is. Yeah, I mean, Sen no Kiseki is just as old, but the problem is that these games, like Trails in the Sky, and onward, those are much newer. If Joker can get it, I see no reason why Reen can't at this point. Did I roll in the GSSR? I did! I got melt. Orbits are mechanical devices which exhibit an array of effects through the installation of various types of quartz. By definition, that means that lights, airship engines, and so on are also types of ornaments. But we're going to be talking about battle ornaments today, which enhance the user's physical abilities and make it possible to use magic. Since each ornament is adjusted to match the owner's personal aptitude, the structures of these devices also differ for each owner. Simply put, the shape of the fixed elemental slots and lines which connect them vary. At any rate, that's the layman's explanation. In order to install quartz, you must first have an open slot. By default, the central slot is open. The other slots must be opened at an orbital factory like this. It'll take a fair amount of sepith, too. EP, which is needed for magic, will also see a max increase according to the number of open slots. Recommend opening them all as soon as possible. Sweet! Orbital arts are basically magic. I mean, they'll explain this stuff. I'm not going to voice it, though. Go ahead and read this if you wish. The man got melt, and unlike a certain someone, he will actually use her. Yes, indeed. Especially because I have Scotty. With the value and the combination of installed quartz, blah, 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 blah. Ornaments are much more complex than what I've described, but I think this information should suffice for now. Let's just hear about sepith. They're fragments of septium, which are dropped by monsters. They're divided into 7 types. Earth, water, fire, wind, time, space, and mirage. Sepith can be exchanged for mirror almost anywhere, but the Orbital Factory can be used to synthesize quartz and to open orbment slots into which to install synthesized quartz. That's pretty much good enough. As we're going to need some sepith, we received several of each type of elemental sepith. Yes, so in Estelle's case, she could get anything, but for Joshua, it has to be a time quartz. Alright, let's go ahead and do that right now. Oh, we have to talk to Freddy. Okay, let's take a look at these slots real quick. So, there we go. As we can see, it's already open. We don't have any requirements. I think that's the case for all of Estelle's stuff. Joshua, on the other hand, as you can see, he's got two black-rimmed slots. And you can see time quartz only. So those have to fit in time quartz. So we will pick up this action. And for Estelle, let's just get her an attack. I think that'll do. Ornament real quick. Boop. And Joshua, you could take this this action, which also gives you Clock Up and Soul Blur. And that attack gives Estelle Firebolt. And those are the spells. Time is the edgy element in a lot of series. Unless your name is not Emma, you shouldn't be using arts in Cold Steel. Yeah, pretty much. I actually find I don't use arts that often. So I'm wondering if it's going to be a little different in Sky. Oh, I already did that. Wait, what? I thought I... hold on. Oh, do I need a, maybe like a blue one instead? Like an HP 1? Maybe that's what they want me to do. Because that gives me Tear and Aqua Bleed, an offensive spell and a healing spell. So perhaps that's what they're looking for? Okay, yeah, I guess so. Ice back. I bought the entire series. Whoa, Mintum, that's a big buy right there. You mean the entire series in terms of all of the Trails games? Or just like the Trails of Sky games? Digital Neo Bracer notebooks contain information about which courts allow you to use which arts. All of them. Holy shit, dude. That's a big buy. I don't think any of them were on sale. They're great games, though. I'll tell you that much. Oh, cool. We can open a new slot. So we can open this one. We can open this one. I mean, it doesn't really matter for Estelle so much. So I guess that's fine. So we'll open this slot over here. And for Joshua... Oh, nope, we can't open another one for him. But you know what we can do now with this other open slot? Boom, then we can slip that attack. Quartz right back in. Give her back Firebolt. This concludes your training here at the Orbital Factory. Now it's time to move on to what you've both been waiting for, the Qualification Test. Pardon? Did you just say test? You can't honestly tell me that you forgot about the test again, can you? Didn't I remind you just this morning? Aha, ha ha ha. Now that you mention it, I vaguely remember some sort of talk along those lines at the breakfast table. I'll catch you later, Gundabu. Sometimes I fear for the future of the Bracer Guild and humanity. Ouch. Hey, I got a $1,500 paycheck today, so why not? Ooh, there you go, yeah. That's a worthy chunk of the paycheck going to some great games, man. Great games. Oh, no sense of worrying about that now. Let's head over to the testing area. You mean like now? I don't know if I'm ready for... How about a little less yapping and a little more walking? Hey, Okura. Joshua, help me! Mr. Melders, Freddy, thank you for all your help. Don't mention it. Good luck with that test of yours. We'll be rooting for you. I'm gonna remember that you left me high and dry like this, Joshua! All your training has finally come down to this. Your qualification test will begin here. Expect to see you both use what you've learned up to this point. Understood. What's wrong, Estelle? Shara? What now? I was kind of wondering, but is there not going to be a paper test or something? Did Cassius drop you on your head as a child or something? Wow! Rip Estelle! You just read what it said on the bulletin board not that long ago, right? Yeah, and I even made you jot down what you read in your Bracer notebooks. Unless you forgot that too. I'm pretty sure the job listing mentioned searching for and retrieving an item from the sewers. Ringing any bells yet? That's a big ol' oof right there. Oh, what a relief! Oh, divine Idios, I give thanks to thee for thy infinite grace in bestowing upon us such a wonderful gift as sewers. So what you're really saying is that you thought it was a paper test? No wonder you were acting all crazy back at the Orbital Factory. I can already feel the nostalgia. All those horrible days stuck in a classroom are starting to feel like grand memories indeed. I'm really starting to wonder if we'll be able to even graduate at all. What's wrong with you? Why do you have to go and say something like that when I'm trying to reminisce about positive things? Alright, that's enough jabbering, you two. This is supposed to be a test, so how about the both of you try to at least look a little anxious? Just so you know, if you do happen to flunk the test, you don't even want to imagine the kind of homework I have in store for the both of you. We'll be fine. Just tell us what you want to do and let us loose. Well, if you're so confident, then how about proving that you're not just blowing hot air with the results of your test? Anyway, as you both saw on the bulletin board, this test will be a search conducted in Roland's sewers. Your objective is to retrieve the contents of a chest, which has been placed somewhere within that area. The layout of the sewers is extremely simple, so you don't need to worry about getting lost either. However, there are real living, breathing monsters down there. So if you get careless and let your guard down, you will be sorry. Also, let me give you this before I forget. Tier Bomb and a Monster Guide. It's called the Monster Guide, and it's used to record information about monsters and other opponents you meet. Whenever you figure out an enemy's attributes, you should make an immediate note of it there. Sounds pretty straightforward to me. He who controls the flow of information controls the tide of battle, right? That's exactly what I'm saying. You've got a real good head on your shoulders, Joshua. That's some pretty useful advice. Thanks for the tip, Shara. Put it to good use. Alright, let's go! Don't forget that this is an exam. We should make sure we treat it as such. To the sewers! Our first dungeon! We've made it. Wow, Estelle is kind of lacking in stuff because she boosted her EP and HP. Estelle is to be made fun of a lot, and she's kind of a dum-dum. That's what makes her so much better. In second chapter, okay, fair enough. I mean, I still like the fact that she's. It's not even that she's dumb. It's just that she's an overly optimistic person. She's like an overly optimistic Genki girl. That's like the kind of vibe I get from her. And because of that, she's very lovable, kind of a dope, but because of that, you love her more for it. And she never really kind of gives up on being positive. Wait a minute, Estelle. There appears to be a recovery point over there, so we should use it if our HP or EP becomes low. He has ornament charging stations. We can use that whenever we wish. Sounds like a plan to me. Might as well use it. Hello there. Monsters at 12 o'clock. You're not to let them take advantage of your blind side. Adding the series to the backlog. Curse you, TMG, and your love of good RPGs. Hey, man! I'm a sucker for RPGs, what can I say? They cannot be seen from far away. They'll become visible as you approach them. The conditions at the start of a battle will change depending on how a monster is engaged. If you engage them from behind, it's advantageous. If you're attacked from behind, they get the advantage on you. Yeah, that music! Oh, I missed it! It's jazzy! Alright, battle order bar. So there is a sort of turn order to battle as it goes. But it does depend on the kind of things you do. If it still works the same way as in Cold Steel. Love the Persona Xenoblade series. Yeah, Persona Xenoblade's good too. I enjoy those. Welcome to the stream, Cedric. Hope you enjoy yourself. Yeah, it's a funky tune. Jazzy ass music. Okay, let's give this a go. We can attack an enemy. We can also use it to move if you're using a mouse. So the game kind of works on a grid-based system. These games, at least. Cold Steel is not great, but it still works the same way. You can move. Yeah, see? So you have to be able to attack things that are within range. And you can move to whatever tile you wish to. Estelle, I believe, actually has a little range to her attack, because her pole has, like, I think, a range of 2, as opposed to Joshua, who needs to actually physically walk up to something. Yeah, he's a little closer. Can we reach this? We cannot, so you know what we'll do? This is when... Oh, you don't have arts. Shit. Alright, then you know what? You move up to here. Do you not have art? Well, no, you have arts. I guess we're just not allowed to use them for this battle. Hit him! Give him a good old smack. There we go. Okay, arts is the next fight.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Nice. A little bit of seeping. A juicy bone. I'll take it. Here comes some more. Many of the enemies, some physical attacks may be ineffective. Let's use arts, not physical attacks. Okay. They're effective on enemies. Arts are effective on enemies that are good at avoiding physical attacks. They also make long-range attacks possible, but they require time to be cast. So you need to spend the turn to actually to start casting it, and then another turn to cast the spell. And then EP is used. I feel like actually arts are far more useful in these earlier games than they are in later games. I rarely use arts in Cold Steel. But let's give this a go. So moth clusters, we're going to probably want to wait and not use physical attacks on them. Let's go for a fire thing. That'll do. And Joshua, my good sir, you can use Soul Blur. Nice.
Piece of cake.
Yeah, Joshua's voiced by Mr. Bosch. I immediately really like him. Chris Bunyan. Estelle, let's try using crafts this time around. These crafts have other effects besides just dealing out damage. They're worth a shot. So they have range limits, but can be used instantly. They use... Or CP is gained by dealing out receiving damage in a battle. So they use CP to be cast. They're basically like, think like physical... usually physical special attacks. So instead of a normal attack, you can use a craft instead, but you need to have CP to use it. So like morale over here, a shout to encourage allies. So this one's a support one. Strength 20% to everybody within this range.
Come on.
Joshua, sir. Dual strike. So we can attack any one of these within this range. So we'll go for you. Boom! Very effective. Oh. Right, his S-craft. We can't use that yet.
All right, we're good to go.
Do 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 do. Yoink, reviving bomb. The chest is empty because of you. Nice work, hero. Every single chest has a piece of dialogue like this. Every single chest. The door is locked. We can't go through there. Oh, what a surprise. Another creepy thing. Wish there was an easier way to take care of them. One blow using an S-craft or S-break should do the trick for just about any enemy. Catches our CP has to be at least 100 to pull off one of those moves. So S-breaks are actions in which allow S-crafts to be immediately unleashed while ignoring battle order. S-crafts, which are unleashed as S-breaks, can be changed by going into tactics and then set S-break in the main menu. Okay. Stell's annoyed facial expression is priceless. It is! These characters are all just so good. Right, we're all not actually at 100. Let's get Estelle's thing. So their actions which allow S-crafts to be immediately unleashed. Press the blip button to unleash an S-break. The arrow keys. There we go. There we go.
Here I come.
So as soon as we get it, we can just do this immediately.
Let's do this!
That's two dead. Stell's taking a beating.
Alright, we're good to
Battle
go.
intro music be giving me PQ2 vibes. Maybe a little bit. I'm not sure. How much have I played before? So I have played this game for a few hours. I've never gotten past a couple of hours though. So like, I guess roughly around like the level 15 or so mark. This is gonna be a piece of cake. We have some breathing room. There should be a number of ways to get more mileage out of our actions. So during battle, there's several bonuses which can be allotted to turns. Turn bonuses have the same effect regardless of whether they're allotted to an ally or foe. So you want to make sure that you try to take advantage of those as much as possible. It's like this. So that is going to be a Seepeth Up bonus, and one of those enemies has an HP heal. We should try to see if we can get that out of that guy's hands. You don't have anything really. Ah. Ooh, thank God. Well, he didn't take any damage, so at least he didn't actually get use of that heal. So there goes you. Now we have our thing here. Let's go for this guy. Yeah, that won't work. Am I gonna even be able to hit this thing physically? I don't even know. Nope, we missed. It was worth a shot, but still nothing good. Okay. Domination courts and lore is illegal. You are not coming forward. And you're the last one up. I think we just hit you with art since you're so far away. That did not kill you. That is incredibly unfortunate. So Tyr's going to be able to go immediately, which is annoying. Damn you! How dare you restore HP?
Piece of cake.
Do 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 do. Do 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 ba dum ba da da. What do we got there? 2 small boxes. That's weird. There's a couple of boxes inside the treasure chest. The fact that there's not just 1 but 2 is kind of interesting too. I wonder what's inside. Remember, Estelle, our mission is to search and retrieve only. Pretty sure looking inside those boxes doesn't fall under our mission objective. You're no fun at all, Joshua. This has nothing to do with our mission. What I like to call good, honest curiosity. You know, we're the only ones down here. We can get away with a little teensy-weensy peek, right? If you feel like flunking today's test, then by all means, be my guest. Did you just say the F word? Yep. Opening one of those boxes could result in an automatic fail for the both of us. If this were a real job, the contents of those boxes would belong to the client. As long as they were nothing illegal, we would have no right to open them. I know you're right, Joshua, but I just can't help myself. You absolutely have to know what's inside. Why not ask Miss Cheryl when we get back? For now, we need to focus on getting out of here. All right. Almost no time for watching YouTube or Twitch, so I usually have to watch a series over a longer period of time over on YouTube. That is fair. I totally understand, which is why I like uploading things to YouTube that I can. This is going to be something that gets uploaded. Trust me. We're gonna make sure this is on the YouTube because I've wanted to cover these games anyway. Good work, you two. As a rule of training, I'm going to need to confirm the items in your possession. Yep, they're the real deal, all right. I don't see any evidence of tampering either. Oh, that was a close one. I figured she would try to set us up like that. Congratulations to the both of you. You've successfully passed your qualification test. You didn't really think something that simple would be a problem for us, did you? So, Shara, what's in those boxes you had us get? That's for me to know and you to find out after your training is finished. That's enough chit-chat for now. Let's get back to work. We still have some things left to do. Did you just say we passed the test? You still have to learn about how to report the results of your work. I'm aware you're both tired, but this is no time to shirk your duties. Let's get back to the guild. Charizard is here? Oh, well, no sense in giving up when the finish line is in sight. Agreed. Seems like we're within reaching distance of our goal. Final training is how to report to the guild. Whenever you finish a job, it's your duty to report the results of your work to the guild. Reporting how you resolved the situation and the steps you took to get there are all part of your job as a bracer. You report your results to the front desk in each guild branch. And as you already know by now, Ida is in charge of here at the Roland branch. In addition, this is where you'll be paid for your work. I look forward to seeing great things from the both of you. Now that we're here, why don't you go both ahead and report the results of today's training? Hey! Receive payment for training retrieval. We got a BP. Red rank is Junior Bracer, 9th class. Good job, you two. It seems like you're able to complete your objective without running into any major problems. Another thing to take note of is that depending on how you handle a job, you may see an increase or decrease in the amount of pay you receive. When you report the results of your work to the guild, the pay in the form of Mira isn't the only thing you'll receive. You also accumulate points, which are known as BP, Bracer Points. Bracer Points are an indication of your achievements as a Bracer. When these points exceed a certain value, you'll advance in rank as a Bracer and be awarded with a piece of special equipment by the guild. The ranks of a Junior Bracer start at 9, go all the way up to 1. Please set your sights on making first rank and work hard. The amount of Mira BP you'll receive will also be recorded in your Bracer notebooks, so please have a look sometime later on. God, my throat is just getting so dry. Holy crap. I'm gonna need to get myself some water really fast. Hold on. I'll be right back, guys. Oh, it's a lot of talking. I've returned. Aqua. Jesus Christ, do I need it. One thing I'll say. Yeah, it's a very text-heavy game. Very much so. Talk to you later, Ida. Sorry about putting more work on your plate than usual today. Don't worry about it. Training new bracers is important to the future of the guild. I intend to work these two to the bone in any case. To the bone? No each area will involve the whip. Let me say it again. Good work, you two. You've now officially completed the entire training course. From now on, you'll be learning from your very own real-world experiences. Well then. Aren't those boxes the ones... In answer to your question, yes. These are the boxes you retrieved during today's test. Seem awfully curious to find out what's inside, Estelle. You saying that it's okay if we open them? That's right. Why don't the both of you have a look and see what's inside? Sweet! We got Junior Bracer emblems! This crest is... So does this mean that we're... Estelle Bright, Joshua Bright. Beginning this day at 1500 hours, you are both hereby appointed as Junior Bracers within the Bracer Guild. From here on, you will work as members of the Bracer Guild to support the livelihood of those around you, defend peace, and uphold justice. Congratulations, you two, and welcome to the fold. Did you hear that, Joshua? We've become members of the Bracer Guild. So I'm a Bracer now, huh? I think the realization's only now just beginning to sink in. Come on, Joshua. You should be jumping for joy or running around and screaming at the top of your lungs like this. Look at us now, world! We did it! I was happy until you made my eardrums bleed. I hate to interrupt the celebrations, Estelle, but I need to take off now. I have some backed up work that needs my immediate attention. Remember when DR3 crashed during the credits, making Gamer replay the entire last case again? Yeah, though I got to skip most of that, I just had to do it. Yeah, the stream went on for a while. Before we head out, Shara, I just wanted to say thanks. Likewise, appreciate all the trouble you've gone through for us, Shara. Don't mention it, training new recruits is one of a Bracer's many duties. or not, I was once in your shoes a long time ago when your father Cassius trained me. So that's why you have so much respect for my dad, huh? There's actually much more to it than that, but I'll save that conversation for another day. As for the both of you, work hard to become full-fledged bracers early on so you can help guide those new recruits who come after yourselves. And in time, I hope to see you both become respectable bracers like your father. Anyway, I'll leave you with that thought. I just don't get it. Get what? This is Sherazard, aka the Silver Streak, one of the most skilled young bracers we're talking about. So why isn't she hold dad in such high esteem? He just seems like nothing more than a no-good middle-aged man who's always out doing who knows what, instead of being a father. A no-good middle-aged man, huh? From your viewpoint, it doesn't come as a surprise that you would see him in that fashion. Huh? Never mind. Let's hurry and head home. We should let Dad know that we're qualified as junior bracers. Right. Okay, sounds good to me. We be done, finally. Bring it on is all I have to say. Hey, Ridge. Looks like your training's over, isn't it? Humble to know that you two are the youngest ever to pass the bracer exam. Look forward to working with you in the same capacity. Well, fair enough. Good is subjective. Oh, God. No, I'm not crapping on the Zero Escape trilogy. I love the games, but that final room is just really text-heavy. Yeah, a lot of that was text-heavy, too. Have I played Chaos Head? I own Chaos Head. I have not played it quite much yet. I think I've played like an hour of it. It seems like it could be interesting. It does. I gotta actually spend some time and play it, though. Do we have any... We do not have any quests to grab, which is fair. Hurry up and come on. Wait for me, Luke. Oh, it's you two. Oh, great, it's Estelle. Hi there, Joshua. Okay, you little twerp. What's with the "oh, great, it's Estelle" remark? What's the big hurry? By telling us where you're headed. You're not thinking about wandering out of town alone, are you? The roads are full of monsters, I hope you know. You're such a pest, Estelle. Don't you know there's no room for girls to be sticking their big fat noses in boys' business? Quit acting like you're a bracer, you wannabe. Tisk tisk, how wrong you are, Luke. How incredibly wrong. You're more wrong than a fool who thinks there's better tasting milk in Liberl than the milk that comes from Purcell Farm. What? No way. You're full of it, Estelle. In fact, as of just a few minutes ago, we qualified to become real bracers. You hearing what I'm saying? Real bracers. More like bracers in training, really. Don't think you should be getting on your high horse just yet, Estelle. Now, a high pony, on the other hand. Oh, quit being a killjoy. Wow, you two are great. I'm so happy for the both of you. Oh, Pat, you're such a good little boy. Unlike that smart-aleck little and cynical brat you call a friend. This isn't fair. I was supposed to become a bracer first. I can accept that Joshua became a bracer before me, but getting passed by the likes of Estelle... What's the likes of Estelle supposed to mean? Just so you know, you can't even be a bracer until you're 16 years old. Get it? Only mature people allow. Yes, because as we all know, 16 years old is the height of maturity in JRPGs. Typically, once you hit 16, 17 years old, you only got a couple years left before you become on the other side of the spectrum. Just cannon fodder. Oh, God. I don't know how I should put this, Estelle, but Sunday school is dying to have you back. You better watch out, Estelle. I'm gonna go train at my secret base. Before you know it, I'm gonna be a bracer too, with blackjack and hookers. Wait, maybe not the hookers, they're kids. See you later, Estelle. Bye, Joshua. That boy, Luke. He's always trying to pick a fight with me. What if he just plain hates me or something? Rather, I think it's the exact opposite. What do you mean by that? Don't worry about it. It's just a boy thing. At any rate, what do you think Luke meant when he said secret base? I don't know why, but somehow it makes me a bit curious. I know exactly what you mean. A secret base sounds really intriguing. The pure heart of a young child can be so inspiring at times. It's not really what I meant by curious. Oh, God. God damn it. It's gonna take a bit longer for me to get the lumber together for this order. I must work hard to get my father-in-law to acknowledge me for my wife's sake. Man he's doing work for his wife, trying to get acknowledged by her family. God, everybody has a life and personality. We have not visited everything yet. Like, here's the chapel. The Father Divine. Still, you seem to be rather cheerful today. Did something wonderful happen in your life? Yes, I guess you could say that. Joyous occasions are indeed a wonderful thing. But it is at times when things go well that we should gird up our loins for the trials that lie ahead. O goddess Idios of the firmament, please guide these unseasoned youths. Oh, Lord. Hello there, Sister May. I'm newly assigned sister to this chapel. I was recently transferred from the royal city to Roland. This place is surrounded by greenery, and everyone in town is so kind. I think I'm going to enjoy it here. Father Divine is a bit strict, but he's someone I can respect a lot. Nope, nothing up here. But just nice little locations. You could just kind of visit. Tsundere Luke. That would be the hotel. Well, oh, the mayor's residence. We don't really have any business here, I think. Not quite yet, at least. Secretly, Luke is training in a giant demon skull. Those two are actually Asta and Yuna from Black Clover. Oh no. Is it true that you really became bracers? You're always one of the first to hear everything, aren't you, Claire? It's just what I expected. I saw the potential in you both way back. Yup. You're gonna get out there and earn a lot of success, right? I like Scheherazad's adult charm, but I'm partial to both of you and Joshua. Huh? I'll take that as a compliment. The show's finally going to begin. Jeez, you freaking little drama monger. What the hell? Where is the sewer? That is not the sewer. Where's the sewer? We're looking for something specific over here. Oh, is it this way? We could enter the sewers. Maybe we do this later then. Okay. Right, the news. All right, completely slipped my mind. Right, we gotta pick up the paper. Am I playing all the Trails games before 4? That would be like the ultimate goal. I would love to do that. Calling me Hyper Bracer Estelle from now on. By the way, Mr. Renan, did the liberal news come in? Don't brush me off like that, you two. Oh, whatever. I'll take one copy then. I'll come to 100 Mira, please. I know my dad always buys a copy of this magazine. But does it really sell that well? Sure does. Liberal News has an excellent reporter and camerawoman who have been done a great job reporting the latest and most reliable news. They're even supposed to have a running story related to Queen Alicia's birthday celebration. One more thing before you go. This gift is my way of saying congratulations. It's a free sample item I received with my shipment of goods. Don't hold the free part against me. What's this supposed to be for? There's a ton of blank pages. It's a recipe book, isn't it? You got it. When you get hurt fighting, you just limit yourself to healing bombs all the time. It's going to cut pretty deep into your wallets. This is where a recipe book comes into play. You eat food to recover your strength. Instead, it's basically free. So you have all the ingredients anyway. So if you eat something new, write down what's in it and you'll have lots of recipes in no time. We can cook in this game. Maple cookie. She ate the maple cookie and has now learned the maple cookie recipe. Eat the food to learn the recipe. Simple as that. You should eat whatever food you come across that you haven't had an opportunity to try before. It's not that I don't like cooking and all, but it's just that I never seem to get any better. I've come up with a new recipe. Thanks, Ignis. That's the spirit. And in passing, if you're in need of any ingredients, I'd be delighted to service your cooking needs. You really know how to solicit your customers, Mr. Riddon. Eating the recommended dish at restaurants or using to-go meals adds the recipe to the recipe book. Ingredients used for cooking can be bought at the store acquired from monsters. So I believe we just quickly... Oh, there we go. X. X is a shortcut. So we need some fresh milk, milled flour, and maple sugar. We can make some maple cookies. He's got some of that stuff. Let's just buy like... Let's buy 2. 2 for each. The milk is what costs us the most. We will make 2. Nice. But that is the idea. These are all the recipes. No egg soup. I mean, there's probably some forms of soup. Lots of things we could buy. There's lots of things we could spend our money on. Let's take a look at the tavern real quick. Wholesome pasta. We'll learn the wholesome pasta recipe. There we go. So 1 olive oil, 5 milled flowers, and 1 beast flesh. We can make ourselves some wholesome pasta. A heaping dish of pasta with strips of meat, a manly meal. I'm curious, these maple cookies, they heal 80 HP. That actually ain't half bad. A readily made aromatic cookie. It's great for snacks. So we have a crisp onion, a curative horn, and 4 juicy bones. I discovered a chicken cold seal. I just spent money on 99 eggs and 99 salts. And then Elliot was like, "This is my specialty." That's fair. You could totally like game it like that too. I'm not really gonna do things like that at the very least, but I don't know. If I feel like it, I will. Good afternoon, Mr. Elgar. Good afternoon, sir. If I'm ever wrong, today's your last day of training, isn't it? Do you remember something about it the last time I had you run the store? That's right. How'd your training go? That emblem on your chest means I shouldn't have expected anything less from Cassius's kids. We're still bracers in training. I see, but well, I knew you were going to have to give up your part-time job here sooner or later. Yes, I'm really sorry about that. Now don't sweat it. I knew it would happen eventually when I hired you on. It's a shame, though. There's hardly anyone out there with as good an eye for weapons as you. But that's the path you've chosen. So get out there and show us what you're made of. We have weapons. Do we want to, though? It is better, technically. Right, this armor vest is also better than what we're currently equipped with as well. It's like any of these boots. Prevents poison, prevents blind, prevents sleep. We don't really need any of that stuff. We'll hold off on purchasing weapons. There's no need. Nope. Hey there, Rhina. We got a bit of a problem. Is your father at home today? Yes, he is. He said something about having to sort out a bunch of documents. What's going on? You know Luke and Pat, right? Sure we do. In fact, we saw them not that long ago. What's wrong? Are they in some sort of trouble? I don't know how to say this, but I just heard from Uni that Luke and Pat ran off to the tower that lies in the northern outskirts of Roland. You mean the Tower of Esmalus? Isn't that place supposed to be a breeding ground for monsters? That's what they say. Unfortunately, at the moment, Sherazard is out on other bracer business, so I want you to ask your father to bring the boys home safely. What are you talking about? There's no time for that. Joshua and I will go after them and bring them back. I don't know if that's such a good idea. Divvy only just qualified to be junior bracers today. Yeah, with all due respect, I believe that Estelle's judgment is correct in this situation. If the two of us hurry, we may even be able to catch up with the boys before they reach the tower. I understand. I'll take responsibility for whatever happens. As an emergency request from the Bracer Guild, I ask that you lose no time in bringing about the safe return of these children. Roger that. Alright, the western path of the Malga Trail. You get onto the Malga Trail through Roland's northwest gate. Okay. Our first real job. Let's go! Yeah! Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Right trigger. Right trigger is turbo mode. I have to hold it down. That is the Roland landing port. Razzle City, Bose City. Dangerous combustible objects prohibited. Nice. See, that's the mayor's. That's the world map. What is the There we go. Malga Trail. There it is, over there. Northwest, right? I'm going northeast. What the hell am I doing? Gotta clock out for today, sadly. Gotta sit in a car for 6 to 12 hours tomorrow. Woohoo! Yikes. Sorry to hear that, Gayward, but thanks for coming out. Flying felines. Uh-oh. Road trip!
Piece of cake.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Nice, we got the preemptive attack on this guy. Lily movers. We could probably afford to just, really weak to fire, though. Alright, Joshua, you go in for the kill. And Estelle, you'll firebolt. Nice. That is taking advantage of elements.
We're good to go.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Sky. Yes, Sky. That is a fresh herb. Come with a fun game while I was in the P. Easy kill trick. Be terrible. What the hell is the... Him? What? Why was any of that flagged by Automod? I don't understand. PAMM. Okay, the Automod's being weird. But that's fair. I get what you mean there, Phantom Slay. Oof. Be crit? Yes. Oh god. Every time I see a crit, I think it's supposed to work the way it does in Cold Steel. That's a bad habit to get into. Woohoo! Yeah, there's no links here. We don't have Arcuses. That's not for like another 5 games. Christ.
Piece of cake.
Preemptive? They're walking in the front of it. I think I've walked in the front. Alright, do what you do, Estelle. Firebolt the living crap out of this thing. In fact, Joshua, you don't do anything. You let these things come to you. Oh shit, they're ranged. Uh-oh. We might have made a grave error here. Granted, we did kill one. Whoops! Uh-oh. Okay. Oh no. Ah, dude, Joshua, you take a little bit of little HP here. Please don't attack a stealth. Woo, you missed! Christ!
Good to go.
That could have gone very bad very quickly. Pokemon? Oh, okay, fair enough. That is not what I'm... B's menu. I keep hitting the wrong buttons. I just will eat one of these maple cookies. They just restore 80 HP, right? Yeah. Damn you.
Here I come.
Ooh, damn. I didn't kill him. There we go. That's better. God, those things hit hard. Really went hard on that flute during the low health music. Look, the music of this game's great. The whole series has some really good music.
That's that then. Let's move out.
There we go, level 4. That should help. It still has learned taunt. Some more beast flesh. That could be helpful. Another chest, a reviving bomb. What do you have to say, chest? Not a thing remains in the chest except a lonely dead spider. How sad. That spider has seen better days. There's Melissa Tower. Is that the back of him? No, god damn it. I can never tell what the hell's the back of these stupid plants. Ow. Ow. There we go. Done.
All right.
This game already seems a lot harder than Gold Steel. It's a bit more tactical, that's why. Cold Steel feels definitely a lot more like an RPG. This almost feels like, because of the battle... Oh, Joshua can trigger these things too. Shit, I forgot. Crap, and that counted as being surrounded. What was I saying? Yeah, Cold Steel definitely, they feel a bit more RPG-like with some of these same elements, like moving around the field and other things. But because of the grids in this first game, the game feels a bit more tactical because of that. Nice. That dude is dead. Yeah, I don't really know if we want to, like, enrage them quite yet. They don't take any, like, bonus damage. There we go.
Piece of cake.
Looks like we come all the way to Esmil's tower. I didn't see any sign of them along the trail, so do you think they've wandered inside? It's quite likely that's the case. Let's go in. Looks like we'll need to hurry. Right. Alright, let's do it. I wonder how far they got in. It's dark in here. I'm scared. Well, we can hear them. Only on the first floor of this place. Did you hear that? They really did come in here. Estelle, are you alright? Luke! Pat! If you can hear me, answer me now! Those little brats. Are they pretending they can't hear me? They might have climbed up to the second floor. Let's hurry and see if we can find them. Christ. What are we gonna do? Somebody help! Rush in simultaneously with Joshua, I think, is the smarter decision here. Let's go. Right, I've got your back. But that first answer sounds more Estelle. No, shoo, leave us alone. Yeah, go Estelle, go Joshua. Estelle, what are you doing here? Joshua, you're here too. Get back, you two. These monsters aren't playing around. We'll take care of them. Yeah! Oh, great! We have an escort mission. Protect all NPCs. When NPC's HP reaches 0, the game is over. So, don't let it happen. Ooh, I just realized Estelle's really hurt. Uh-oh, if they both attack her, I don't think they will. Oh! Christ! Uh-oh. Yeah, this could be, bad. This could be pretty bad.
Let's do this!
There goes one. I think it's more important to try to kill this one instead. I think Estelle could maybe take one more hit. He was doing 21 damage before. Damn it!
I'm sorry.
Christ. Estelle, get back up. Here we go, first reviving balm. That's what I get. Alright, we should be good now.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Who is this clarinet player and where can I marry them? Looks like that's that. Yeah, I'm glad everyone's safe too. By the way, that was great timing the way you blitzed those monsters, Estelle. I really think so. She died though. Man, that was awesome. Really showed them, Estelle. Not bad for a girl. You little twerp. Ow, that hurts. What are you trying to do to me? What's wrong with you? You can drag poor Pat all the way up here against his will. It's time to think about what you did today. Oh, you're hurting me. Stop it. I said, stop it, you violent she-devil. So this is the thanks I get for saving your neck, huh? Looks like it's time to give you some of my special discipline. Alright, Estelle, I'm sorry. Everything was all my fault. Estelle, shouldn't we forgive each other like they teach us at school? This brat doesn't need forgiveness, but a little discipline should do the trick. Estelle, behind you! It's something with teeth, isn't it? Something with teeth. Yes! Yes, it is! Nice monster. I'm not going to make it in time. Oh! Daddykins to the rescue. Dad, you came. Still lack skill and understanding, Estelle. Must always prepare for unseen danger by sharpening your senses. It's part of what it means to be a bracer. Dad? What are you doing here? Just happened to be in town and heard the whole story from Ida. Give you points for your quick thinking and taking action to come after the children, but you failed to follow through completely. I really messed up, didn't I? It's a good thing you shut up when you did. I'm sorry. I should have been watching her back. It just means you have room for improvement. Constantly working to overcome your weak spots is the key. Understood. So how about we head home, everyone? Can you boys walk? I think so. That was incredible, Mr. Bright. You're like a gazillion times more awesome than Estelle. Of course I was. I'm her father. All right, everyone, let's file on out of here. Oh, God. Who's the glory hog now? I mean, I guess I should be thankful that Dad saved my behind. Why does he have to go and take all the credit like that? It really chaps my hide. The way she talks! That's just the way he is. After all, he is Cassius Bright. Man. Seems like you've had quite a day. That's just unbelievable. The second we get back to Roland, he says, I'll leave the reporting to you, and takes off for home. The sheer nerve, I tell you. No need to make a mountain out of a molehill over it. At least the boys came back safe and sound. Anyway, I think that's all there is to report. Hey, we got some payment for child rescue. Ooh, you did well for your first assignment. For the details of your report alone, I believe I can commend you both for a job well done. You should be proud of yourselves. You really think so? I know so. In fact, you'll do even better on your next job. If anything else comes up, I would appreciate your help again. Sure. But we head home too. I guess we better. I still got dinner to prepare. Do you mind holding for a sec? A letter arrived for your father just a little while ago. Fortunately, since he went straight home, I never got a chance to give it to him. Do you think you could deliver it instead? A letter to Cassius. Alright, sure. Sounds like a plan. What are the guild's foreign branches? As I'm sure you already know by now, Liberl isn't the only country where the Bracer Guild exists. On top of that, your father is widely known all across the Zamorian continent. So you can expect letters of these kinds from time to time. If you two would be so kind as to make sure that he gets this letter, I would really appreciate it. Sure, we can do that with no problem. Hey, Joshua. Do you really think I'm cut out to be a bracer? You seem to have invented your father's skill with a staff. Your nosy personality doesn't let you ignore someone in distress. Really? You think so? Sure, but why are you asking? You still thinking about what happened back at the tower? Yeah. Because of my carelessness, Luke almost got caught in the middle of a dangerous situation. Dad didn't come when he did. He could have seriously been injured. Guess I'm just worried about whether or not I'll be able to stay on top of things in the future. That kind of talk doesn't sound like the Estelle I know. Huh? If we fail today, then all that's left to do is take back our losses tomorrow, right? Overthinking and worrying about things that haven't happened yet is definitely not like you. Is being a bracer what you've always dreamed of? How can you expect to succeed if you let something like what happened today discourage you? I'll catch you later, Phantom Slay. Thanks for coming out. You're right. This isn't like me at all. I don't think a serious expression really suits your face either. Laughing like a big ditz is far more natural for you. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You're gonna see my angry expression if you keep that up. Okay, I admit that last comment was pushing things a bit. Well, then look at this time. And thanks for cheering me up. I don't know about you, but I'm so ready to go home and eat. This time I just started growling like a bear. Maybe glutton is closer to the mark than ditz. Oh, God. Yeah, some things never change, right? Off to the Bright House. Honey, I'm home. Where is he? Where's everybody? Hello? Father figure? Ooh, hello. What's this? Nope, can't open that. Right, so this is Estelle's room in particular. Estelle be like, yes, I have every trait of a shonen protagonist. Why do you ask? Oh, there he is. We're home, Dad. Finish reporting to the guild like you told us to. Good work, kids. Details of your reports will be reviewed at each branch and will affect your pay and rank advancement in the future. Please make sure you always remember to do it. Before I forget, I forgot that copy of the Liberal News you wanted. And there's this letter for you at the guild, too. A letter, huh? I'm gonna get cleaned up and start dinner. Oh, and Dad? Thanks for coming when you did today. You really helped me out back there. So you're being rather gracious today. Papa is happy. How delightful that my daughter has finally understood what a great man her father truly is. There's no need to hold back, Estelle. Come and jump into your father's loving arms. In your dreams. I swear the men in this house have one thing in common. They never know when to shut up. Is that really something you, of all people, should say? I guess she's not as depressed as I thought she'd be. Should I be thanking you, Joshua? I didn't do much. I just gave her a push in the right direction. Estelle's a Brazilian girl to begin with. Yes, she is, but she still has a long way to go. She's run into more than just a few stumbling blocks in this line of work. I think overcoming these obstacles is what will teach her to stand on her own 2 feet. There's that soft side of yours talking again. Oh no, her egg's supposed to explode like that. I guess I shouldn't have gotten expecting to make a perfect meal in a single try. No, wait, cooking's supposed to be about passion. Exploding eggs are passionate, right? Now once more. That daughter of mine can be sometimes a little too passionate. I think we'll go help with dinner. We don't want the curtains to catch fire again. Oh, God. Let's see what this letter is all about, shall we? Estelle really be trying to hard-boil eggs in a microwave? Message from the Erebonian Empire? What? Cold Steel 1 reference right here. This is a surprise. This new dish is what I call Estelle's explosion over rice. Should have savored every last morsel. Hey, well, your cooking this evening is excellent. My compliments to the chef. This is raw talent at its best. It certainly has been a busy day. Busy but great day nonetheless. Qualified as junior bracers. Had our first real assignment, and I didn't even lose my eyebrows making dinner this time. My brother did, and the egg exploded, shattering a glass bowl and blowing open the microwave. Yeah, don't microwave eggs! It's an awful idea! Not to mention the food being delicious. For a first attempt, this dish is actually quite edible. First, I thought I might have to pitch it out the window when you weren't looking, but it seems that technique won't be necessary tonight. Sometimes you're just so despicably rude, Dad. Don't you know how to be humble and just say something tastes nice? Then how about this? Boy, I never thought I'd be able to eat something wonderful like this before I had to leave on business. You made a splendid meal, Estelle. Thanks, Dad. Wait, business? Are you really leaving again? Yes, something unexpected came up. This time I'm going to be away for a while. Hold on a minute. You're leaving when? Tomorrow morning. What? I don't care what kind of job you're doing. That's just too soon. It's about that letter, isn't it? Was there some sort of incident? Oh, it's nothing like that. Just a simple investigation. I have to visit a number of places, so it'll take me about a solid month before I'm through. That being the case, please take good care of the house while I'm away. What do you mean, that being the case? Always use some vague excuse like that and take off for who knows how long. Well, you have to accept it, Estelle. Bracer's job is to help those who come to us for help. I know. What are you going to do about all your jobs here at the Roland branch? You've already accepted a few of them, haven't you? Oh, only about 5 or 6. I was thinking, and how about the both of you handle them for me instead? What? You really asking us to do the work that you're supposed to be doing? That I am. I'll have you do the ones which I think you can accomplish. And I'll ask Sherazade to handle the difficult ones. So what do you say? Sure. Why not? We want to prove ourselves. You're okay doing these too, right, Joshua? Yeah, no problem. Looks like a good way to get some experience as a bracer. Then it's settled. Stop by the guild and let Ina know about the change of plan before I leave. There we go. We'll have to bust our tails. Oh, Estelle, my beloved daughter. Papa is so proud. Oh, my dear Lena, who art in heaven. Can you see your daughter now? Our little Estelle has grown up to be such a lovely young woman. Face it, Dad, you're getting old. If people lose their trust in you at this age, might as well just throw in the towel forever. I'm only helping you because I'm your daughter, and I have a duty to pay you back for the last 16 years. I'm only 45. What's more, I'm very likely the most attractive member in the guild. Not bad for a pair of comedians. By the way, Dad, which flight will you be on tomorrow? The one headed for Gransel or the one headed for Bose? Yeah, I'll be on the one headed for Gransel. My flight departs at 10 o'clock in the morning. Means I'll have to get up a little earlier tomorrow. Better set my alarm clock just in case. Meanwhile, that night... The puns have begun. Dad, you still awake, Joshua? Better hold off on the liquor or Estelle will get mad again. This is just my way of lifting my spirits before I travel. How about yourself? Would you like to join me for a drink? I'll pass. Actually, what I should be saying here is don't offer alcohol to minors. Not like Shara, who would jump at any chance to enjoy a drink or 10. It's because she holds her liquor much better than I do. There's something really serious happening, isn't there? There's no conclusive evidence, but there appears to be some sort of movement within the Empire. The Erebonian Empire? It sounds pretty suspicious. This movement doesn't appear to be overt, but that's what has me worried. I intend to do a little probing at the Erebonian Embassy to see what turns up. Understood. Make sure to look after Estelle while you're gone. Don't you spoil that girl, you hear me? Now that she's become a bracer, she needs to learn to look after herself. Estelle will be fine. She's got good instincts, and despite being a bit rough around the edges, she's talented with the staff as well. There's no doubt in my mind that she'll be a first-class bracer someday. Yet at present, she's like a babe in arms who knows nothing about the realities of the world around her. At some point in time, she'll have to choose which path she'll follow in life. And Joshua, same thing could be said for you too. It's already been 5 years since you became a part of this family, hasn't it? How time does fly. Yes, it sure does seem that way. Why would you sit back then? Are you sure you won't reconsider taking those words back? For me, keeping my word is what defines who I am. If I can't do something as simple as that, I don't know how I could live with myself. I know this may sound stubborn, but I can't take back what I said. I'm sorry. There's no need to apologize. But I'd like you to remember this. No matter what path you choose in life, you can't erase these past 5 years. Stella and I will always be your family, no matter what may befall you. Thanks, Dad. I wonder what that was about. And that was the prologue to this game. The prologue! Oh, God. Well, it looks like it's time for me to board my flight. Yes, the game has officially started. Still, don't do anything I wouldn't do myself, and try not to be a handful for Joshua either. For the umpteenth time, I heard you already. But you try not to go overboard with yourself with your own work. You're not getting any younger, you know. Say what you will, I'm not about to be overtaken by any youngsters. Sherazade, I'm really sorry about placing all this work on your shoulders at the last minute. Oh, please, don't be. I'm slightly concerned, however, about whether or not I can do a decent job in your place. No need to be humble, Silver Streak. I don't need to make your life any more difficult. Please keep an eye on these two. You leave that to me. Is tightening up the reins and not spoiling these two fine with you? You definitely understand the way I think. What's all this about? Looks to me like a mutual understanding between master and pupil. The Grantsville-bound airliner Lind will be departing shortly. All passengers, please board the airship now. Uh-oh, I better take my seat. Have a great trip, Dad. We'll take care of everything here while you're gone. Bring me back a souvenir. A little fancy something would be nice. Hey now, this trip is for business, not pleasure. If I have any money left over, I'll certainly think about it, though. All right, you two. Be good while I'm gone. In before the text choice gets you the best weapon in the game. I worry about that sometimes, actually. Come on, you two. There's no need to look so down. Your father will be back in no time. I don't know what kind of investigation he's been asked to do this time. When it comes to your father, he'll have it done before you know it. Hello, everybody. Wait, you're playing my favorite series ever? Yes! Yes, I am. Apparently. He's always been away more than he's been at home. All right, if you say so. Anyway, I'm going to get to work on those jobs your father left for me. But if you run into any trouble, give me a holler. You know, when I start combining words, that's when I know it's like I gotta stop at some point. Yes, let's go pick up some jobs. Good luck, you two. Thanks. We'll do our best. So what do you want to do now, Estelle? Should we go stop by the guild? Yeah, we should probably talk about Ina and find out what jobs are waiting for us. Let's go! She's excited. And Estelle is always excited. Is this normal, hard, or nightmare? This is unnormal. I don't particularly want to die horribly. These games can get pretty goddamn hard. What do we got here? Find the shiny rock. Like to speak to someone. If I'm a shiny rock, please speak to me directly for details. I've dropped it behind the Milder's Orbital Factory. First monitor knows a pine plant has been spotted. Okay. All of those things are, doable, I suppose. Where is the, do I have to go into... No, that is it. Where's the quest one? Skills. All this other stuff. What am I'm not hitting something. How the hell do I go to the roll-it tab? Okay, now I'm confused. Oh, there we go. I have to use the... I have to hit left or right on the D-pad. There we go. What are we looking for? We're looking for Charles. We need to find Charles. Now, where the hell is he? Oh, not you. It's apparently going to take a wife and set my mind at ease. Oof. Sorry, my dude. It looks like you're going to have to, I have to acquiesce to some parental intervention at some point here. Boys are so simple-minded. You're not wrong. Well, we're here just to find that I wasted all this time for nothing. Find any buyers, and the shops are bigger cheapskates than I thought they'd be. Is it safe to say that backwater places will always be backwater places? This lady's really making me angry. Again, I really don't care who you are. I'll give you a deal, so how about you buy something? What? Wood carvings? You won't find fine workmanship like this outside the Calvard Republic. Some famous story. It's a country, Estelle! It's a country to the east of the Liberal Kingdom. I knew that. So Calvard make folk craft items are what you're selling, huh? Sure, you'd find a lot more people willing to take them off your hands if you went to the Royal City. Yeah, you think so? I really thought some place in the boonies like this would be a taker on these, but maybe I was wrong. Danger, danger, anger meter rising! Oh, Charles! So when I thought I could get some help out of him, he ups and wanders off. He just disappears somewhere. Okay, is he like hanging around here? Oh, there he is. Can I ask you something? You didn't see a shiny rock around here anywhere, did you? Huh? Shiny rock? Yeah, that's right. One that sparkles. Didn't see a rock like that lying around anywhere, did you? I don't recall seeing anything like that. You know where you might have dropped it? Oh, it was calling for me, so I ran over to the general goods store where she was. I know I had it in my hand at the time, but when I came back here, it was gone. Well, when you say general goods store, you mean Mr. Renan's store, right? Did you look in front of his store? Obviously, that's the first place I looked. You don't even treat me like a kid, you know. My, aren't you a charmer? Alright, we'll keep an eye out for it. I forget where this stupid thing is. Oh. There's something shining down there through the sewer grate. You're right. Looks like something must have fallen through. The sewers? Don't tell me you forgot about the sewers already. You know, that smelly monster-infested place we were in not that long ago? Oh, right, those sewers. We were there for practical training. Okay, then. Let's go check it out. I wonder what that could be. Yeah! Preemptive attack. This is about where I stopped playing last. Really? I mean, granted, I didn't do that much better, but I did play for like a couple more hours, usually. Hey, movement! Welcome to the stream. I am doing good. How are you? Sky 3 is most important lore-wise? Fair enough. See, I don't know much about the Sky games, honestly. I never played any of them to begin with. I only played the first one a little bit in the past. Last time I played it was in 2016. And I only got to around like level 15 or so. The thing we saw shining through the sewer grate was this. I like it. The quartz fragment, huh? Now we know why it was shining so much. Wait, sparkles is so beautiful. It's made of septium too, right? Loosely speaking, yes. Let's talk about it later. This isn't really the place to have a leisurely chat. Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. Oh! Uh-oh. And we do not have advantage on these guys. I appreciate the offer for the voice spot, but I'm good with the way it is. I'm not gonna be too picky. I'm mostly reading everything to begin with anyway. Murderize these things.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Get back in the habit of watching your videos. You've been slacking. Hey, that's fine. How dare you be slacking? No, I'm just kidding. You do you, man. I'm just gonna be sitting here playing video games. I'm gonna be doing that regardless. Oh, not clock up. Soul blur.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Oh shit. That thing's spawning right there. Uh-oh. Time to run. Oh, yes, there we go. We're free. Hey kid, want your rock? We found your rock. This is the rock you've been looking for? There we go, it's a shiny rock. Why is it all dirty like this? Hey, don't you have something else to say before you complain? You guys are bracers, right? I already paid your money to the guild. Therefore, I think I have the right to complain. That's not the problem here. Calm down, Estelle. He's just a kid. I know that, but... This quartz is what you were looking for, right? Yeah, that's the one. This rock is really quartz? Maybe the same kind of quartz that's in an Orbital? Yeah, it's the same kind of quartz made from Sepith. It's chipped, so it doesn't function anymore. So this rock belonged to an Orbital. What's wrong? You seem a bit out of it. Who, me? Oh no, it's nothing. Glad you found it. I guess that's about it then. Oh, that reminds me. Almost forgot. Here, take these. Ah, drill meatballs. Mom gives these to me and tells me they're healthy, but I'm kind of bitter, so I can't stand them. Anyways, just appreciate what you did for me today. Seriously, what a cheeky little kid. Sure, it's a difficult age for him, but I wonder why he was searching for that quartz. What do you mean? Well, now that you mention it, it does seem a little strange. But oh well, everyone has something they think is important. Your words couldn't be spoken. Perhaps the kid has an interest in orbits. I, for one, don't see what's so interesting about those overly complex gadgets. brain goes numb just thinking about them. Except for the fact that you'll have to get used to them sooner or later. You won't be able to fulfill your job as a bracer if you can't use one. Alright, I'll try and learn. There we go, we finished Find the Shiny Rock. There we go, that works. Alright, I'm gonna call it a stream here. Because words are starting to blur together for me. And I've been literally talking almost constantly for 2.5 hours. So I think it's time to call it. So when we come back with streams tomorrow, we're gonna probably be starting the Götterdämmerung in the Go on the morning. We might have a slightly delayed stream because I will probably gonna be up late tonight. So we might not be starting the stream until around noon as opposed to 11. So just be aware of that. Keep your eyes peeled in the Discord for when we're going live, and we will be going live around noon. So I'll see you guys tomorrow at noon. This is the Musical Gamer signing off. Have a good one. I hope you guys are enjoying this because I'm super excited to be playing this game. I'll see you guys later. Peace.